మనందరికి చాలా ఇష్టమైన హీరోయిన్.
You reminded me of every achievement that I've had. Big producers, big names would come up to me and be like, "You're not good looking enough." This is something that she did for money. This is something that she did for a big producer.
అంటే మీరు నో చెప్పడంలో బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు కదా.
It takes a lot of guts to say no. But I wouldn't be portraying the character of Neha the way I did now because I am mature now. In Ugly Story, you will see Neha, you will not see Avika. Everything happens behind the closed doors. We don't know how a nice man here is behaving with the wife inside.
In a rude way.
We don't know. Ugly Story is that mirror to the society.
I love you, Chappo! I love you, Chappo!
Director making a debut with a bold subject like that needs some level of courage. This is not easy.
క్రియేట్ చేసిన దేవుడి గడిని చంపేయాలనుంది నాకు.
Karthik is blowing smoke on my face, like standing right here. Very uncomfortable situation to be in.
అసలు ఈ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ మీటింగ్ దట్ హస్ రియల్లీ షాక్డ్ ద
I was also shocked. The first thing that he said, because I did Namaste, the first thing he said was, "You don't need to introduce yourself. We know who you are."
You are not Hemamalini, you are not Jayabhadri, you are not Sridevi.
But I'm Avika, no.
హిట్ టీవీ అభిమాన ప్రేక్షకులకు స్వాగతం. నేను మీ నాగేంద్ర కుమార్. వెల్కమ్ టు మై పర్సనల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మై స్పెషల్ టచ్. రియల్లీ ఇప్పుడు నిజంగా స్పెషల్ టచ్ అని మీరే అంటారు, నేను చెప్పనక్కర్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు స్టూడియోలో ఉన్న గెస్ట్ మనందరికీ చాలా ఇష్టమైన హీరోయిన్. మీరు గబుక్కుని మనకు గుర్తొస్తే బాలికవధు నేషనల్ నెట్వర్క్ అండ్ ఇక్కడ చిన్నారి పెళ్లి కూతురు అండ్ ఆ తర్వాత ఎక్కడికి పోతాదో చిన్నవాడ, తర్వాత ఎన్ని సినిమాలు అసలు ఉయ్యాల జంపాల, ఇన్ని ఒక సినిమా కాదు తన పేరు చెప్పగానే ఎన్నో గుర్తొస్తాయంటే షీఈ్ ఇన్ టు నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఫిల్మ్స్, టీవీ ఇండస్ట్రీ, సినిమాలు, తర్వాత ఇప్పుడంతా నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారి రేంజ్, ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కంట్రీకి గెస్ట్. అసలు అన్ని ఇంత చిన్న వయసులో అన్ని చేయగలిగిన ఒక అద్భుతమైన పర్సన్ తనే అవికా గోర్. ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నారు. తనకి అంతంత మాత్రంగా వచ్చు తెలుగు, బట్ విల్ ట్రై ఎలాగ మాట్లాడుతుంది ఏంటి.
Thank you for a lovely introduction. You reminded me of every achievement that I've had, so thank you.
That is all about you and that is what you all about.
Thank you. I try.
Yes. ఈ సినిమా వచ్చి ఉయ్యాల జంపాల వచ్చి చాలా రోజులైంది తెలుగులో, అండ్ అక్కడక్కడ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్. రెగ్యులర్ గా చేయట్లేదు ఎందుకండి మీరు?
Because I'm being very choosy with the scripts.
Okay.
And and not many people approach me also because too many there are too many actresses anyway, and everybody has their USPs and the special things that they bring to the table. I have tried to maintain an image where I can perform, I can give characters which are important to the stories, have something to do. So I think I've been very choosy when it comes to really picking the scripts that creatively make me feel happy. And now when I look back at the work that I've done, every film feels like nobody else could have done that character apart from me. And that is why I'll really choose and do the films.
అంటే ఒక్క తెలుగనే కాదు, అక్కడ హిందీ అయినా ఇంకో లాంగ్వేజ్ అయినా ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్లోని యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఫ్రీక్వెంట్లీ పికింగ్ అప్ స్టోరీస్ తీసుకోవట్లా. అంటే మీరు ప్రతి సినిమాలో మీరే మెయిన్గా ఉండాలా?
No, not like that. It has to be something important. Like for example, Ikkadiki Potavo Chinnavada, I was not the only heroine. There were three heroines. But when you see the film, you will know why I chose that character.
Of course.
So I think I think people also feel that if Avika is in a poster, if Avika is in a film, then she has something to offer. And I think that's a responsibility, at the same time also a good reputation I have, that I'm choosing characters which are important to the story. They add something to the story. And of course, I have to let go of a lot of things that would make me happy otherwise. I love doing, so I have been a dancer all my life. I've started dancing when I was 4 years old. But till now, I haven't done a project where I get to dance. And I think these are the things I have to let go of. And at the end of the day, my audiences feel that everything that I have chosen has been important. And they have seen me perform. And they also think that I'm somebody who can act. So I rather act.
అంటే ఇలాగ మరీ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రొఫెషన్ కదా,
Absolutely.
ఇది ఏం చారిటీ కాదు,
Absolutely.
ఇది ప్రొఫెషన్. కాబట్టి మీరు సినిమా కొన్ని క్యారెక్టర్లు చేస్తుంటే జనం మధ్యలో అంటే ఆడియన్స్ దృష్టిలో యుల్ బి ఆల్వేస్ లైవ్ లో ఉంటారు కదా మీరు, బట్ యు ఆర్ బారింగ్ అవుట్ దట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. నో,
I don't think I'm doing that. Instead, what I feel I'm doing is whenever they see me, they have this level of confidence that this is going to be a good project. And if that is the image I carry, I rather give one hit in 6 years than giving multiple flops in 1 year. I think I am choosing my path, and honestly, I'm taking this as a very conscious choice. Like you said, even in Hindi, I'm not going all
అక్కడ
out.
కూడా చేయట్లేదు కదా.
But at the end of the day, I'm also trying to balance Indian television with reality shows, my business with a clothing brand, me being an author, me also being a producer with 25 micro series, and then being an actor who is also doing Telugu and a lot of Hindi films as well. So, with managing all of this, I feel that if I'm not doing, or if I'm not giving my 100% in whatever I'm doing, if I'm not believing in it 100%, then I think people will notice it. People will see it that this is something that she did for money. This is something that she did for a big producer. This is something that she did because there was a big hero. I don't want that. I want people to know that if I am a part of a project, I believe in it 100%. I believe in the story. I believe in the director, even though he's a new director. I believe in it. So I think that is a trust I think I've built with the audience over the years, and I feel proud. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm at a space, thankfully, after being in this industry for 20 years, I'm okay saying no. I'm okay.
అంటే మీరు నో చెప్పడంలో బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు కదా.
It takes courage, no?
దట్స్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్.
It takes a lot of guts to say no. And at the same time, let me be also honest that it's not always me saying no. There are people who also reject me. So I have been told things like, big producers, big names would come up to me and be like, you're not good looking enough. You're not, you don't match the hero's age. And then they go ahead with somebody who's younger than me. So I have had these situations where I see something and something is going on. But then I feel that everything happens for a reason. Everything in life happens at the right time. If I'm supposed to do Ugly Story, which is releasing on 22nd, if I'm supposed to do it now and not 10 years back or 5 years back, I think it happened for a reason, because now people are open to seeing real raw films. Topics like domestic violence or marital rape, 5 years back people would not be okay. Maybe. Or maybe they were, I don't know. But I wouldn't be portraying the character of Neha the way I did now, because I am mature now. I understand what a woman in that position would feel. So I think with that exposure, with that maturity of life, everything happens for a reason, at the right time, at the right stage in your life. And I think I'm one of those very secure people who is not chasing, who is not wanting to do 20 films.
Security does not lie in not chasing.
Yeah.
But your security lays somewhere else. Because మీకు బిజినెస్లు ఉన్నాయి, మీ బిజినెస్ మీకున్నాయి
No,
అండ్
it's
అదర్వైజ్
not about the no.
టీవీ షోస్ ఉన్నాయి.
Yeah, I think my security, especially the financial security, comes because I've started working at the age of 7. So if I'm having that level of experience with me, then anytime if I'm being a part of the project, I come with that baggage of experience. So people also treat me with respect, where the amounts would be different, where if I'm called at an event, they look at me as somebody who's adding value to the event and talking sense, and hence they pay me for it in a certain way. So I think a lot happens because of the 20 years of being relevant or being in a space which is so competitive, and yet people still talk about Chinari Peli Kutru, which was 18 years back. Something happened, right, with that show. So full credit to that, and full credit to the audience for tolerating me for so long, because even now there are repeat telecasts and they still watch me on television and yet pay for the tickets and go to the theaters and watch. And I completely know and believe, and I'm very well aware that I cannot take this for granted. I cannot, because at the end of the day there are so many people struggling to live a life that I have, struggling to feel this kind of security that I do.
ఎస్
So I think all of this
Put together.
frills and everything come down to one point, which is, if I have that reputation of, you know, there's a reason I've been relevant for 20 years, right? There's a reason I still get films. The reason is that I did not overexpose myself with 20 releases a year, and people were like, okay, now we have seen everything, now what? I did not, I always kept giving one after the other films which were very character wise very different. Like for example, in Uyala Jampala, I played a normal 16-year-old to 18-year-old kind of a character, college going, young, whatever that vibe was. Everything was very different about that character. Then there was #bro, which was, according to me, my best performance. It came and it went, people didn't even realize. OTT film. Nobody knows about that film. But according to me, that was my best performance till date. Then there was Ikkadki Potao Chinnavada, one of those films where it was almost like a cameo. It was a very small role.
Small role.
Very small role, but very impactful. Like people remember it. People have seen the Hindi dubbed version like a zillion times. There are Hindi audiences who talk about that film more than people here. Then I think my recent, Ugly Story is going to be one of those, because if you see my journey from the first film to this, I have really been very careful when I'm choosing characters, where I get to show something completely different from what I've done earlier. In Ugly Story, you will see Neha, you will not see Avika. And I as an actor, I think that's my duty, right? To show them the story, the character. For me, if you watch any of my films, it is not Avika anywhere. None of these characters are what I am in real. But these are the characters. And as an actor, I think that is our job, to do justice to the script, do justice to what the director wants out of us.
First to look like the character.
Yeah, and I think I have been very okay with the idea of no glamour roles. And even in Ugly Story, if you see it, most of the scenes there is no makeup. My hair is also like just a clip, and that's about it. And I think people want to see story in a film more than what the star power brings, especially in case of me. People loved Chinnari Peli Kutru because of that character, not because of who I was. Because in Chinnari Peli Kutru, my character wore a certain look, spoke a certain way. It was nothing like me in real. I am from Mumbai. I am very different from what Chinnari Peli Kutru character is. I played that character. And I'm so glad that people saw that character and loved it so much that over the years they trust the fact that I can act. And I think that is way bigger achievement than, you know,
మీరు
any
మీరు
recognition.
బాగా యాక్ట్ చేయగలరు అన్నది చిన్నారి పెళ్లి కూతురు దగ్గర నుంచే వచ్చింది మీకు. అవికా గోర్ బాగా మంచి నటి అని. కానీ ఇక్కడ పారాడాక్స్ ఏంటంటే, ఇటు మీరు రెగ్యులర్ కమర్షియల్ హీరోయిన్ గా మిమ్మల్ని మీరు ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేసుకోవట్లే. పోనీ అలాగే స్మితా పాట్లు, షబానా అజ్మీ వాళ్ళు కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ చేసి వాళ్ళది ఒక ట్రాక్. మీరు రెండు వైపులా లేదు.
So, I think in this day and age, and especially with social media and all of this, there is a part of me who would be very happy seeing success as in the business of the film that is being released, or the number of following that we have, or the number of views we get on a song. These are the things I also want. At the end of the day, I am also somebody who would want a mass number. Why not? At the end of the day, I'm an actor. I
Correct.
could be doing this and that. Why not? But for now, the scripts that I have been approached for are very performance centric, very acting specific than glamour or anything else. And I think I am making peace with that, because if I really want to dance and show that side of me, I can make a reel and put it on social media.
Cinema
So-
is not required.
I mean, at the end of the day, I till now haven't been approached for something like this, because maybe directors don't see me like that. I think I see, if I have to say no to something, then it has to be something which is like, I'm in a film which is great, everything is around hero, but the heroine is just there, just like a furniture. Then I say no. Then I don't want to be a part of it, because then what is me?
మీరు అలాంటి సినిమాలు వచ్చాయా మీకు?
Yeah, some films come, but things don't work out.
మ్మ్.
But see, that is where I can say no. But things need to come to me first, right? There are times when I don't, like I said, people have told me very clearly, you're not pretty enough.
ఓ
Yeah, absolutely. And I
Ante-
have, you
ante
know what,
ye-
I've reacted.
ఆ.
I laughed. I was like, okay.
అంటే మీరు అందంగా లేరని చెప్పారు మీకే.
Yeah. And this happens. I mean, at the end of the day, there are so many people auditioning every day. Not everybody is booking a role, right? So I am very aware of where I stand. If somebody comes with a script, and I think I'm very lucky, very, very lucky that most of my directors who have come to me have told this very clearly to me, that the reason we come to you for this role is because nobody else will understand the depth of this character. You will, because of your experience. So I hold that experience very proudly with me, of being in TV, movies and reality shows and everything, that makes me somebody that without even learning acting professionally, I'm able to deliver something that the director is happy with. And it is a very rare zone to be in, because a lot of people will want a fresh face. I cannot consider myself a fresh face anymore. I've been there for 20 years. People know inside out of my life.
ఎస్.
I've literally got married on national television. So people know everything about me. So there is nothing to hide. And yet, people like to see me in reality shows because they still get to know more of who Avika is. Because every time else they are seeing the characters. So I'm trying a lot when it comes to choosing the right scripts, because I know that there are these unexpected, unsaid expectations that people have from me, which is that I will choose something that I feel proud of at the end of the day. And when I have such conversation, I can be confident about it and not feel that, but I did that film, that was a wrong one. I don't want to make such choices.
ఓకే, మీరు 20 years అయింది కదా, 2007 మీది బాలిక
Balikavadu was 2008, but I have been working before that.
ఫ్రమ్ 7. అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పుడు మీ కెరీర్ కనుక ఇఫ్ యూ జస్ట్ లుక్ బ్యాక్, అది రియల్లీ మీకు సాటిస్ఫాక్టరీగానే అనిపించిందండి, లేకపోతే డిసాటిస్ఫాక్షన్, డిసప్పాయింట్మెంట్స్, డిజెక్షన్?
So honestly speaking, I come from a one-room kitchen kind of a household. So for me, a Balikavadu was a dream. For me, it took me 2 years to really understand what happened with me. I was a child.
చైల్డ్, ఆఫ్ కోర్స్.
I had no idea that suddenly one day my show is on TV and next day I will be very popular in my school. For me, it started there. So after that, if I'm complaining or regretting or feeling the rejection and taking that to my heart, then I'm a fool, right? Because since 2008, my life changed. And I cannot look back and feel like, but this could have been better. There are zillion other things better. So there are so many good things in my life, touch wood, that I feel that I don't have any reason to complain. Everything, like I said, happens for a reason. If I have not done those films where the director thought I was not pretty, it was a big flop when it released. So I'm very proud of it. So I feel so happy with the career that I have had, that even now when I'm working on 2 films right now. I have like the reality show, I'm leaving for that reality show day after. There are so many things happening in my life that I'm always looking forward to the next thing. I'm always looking forward to, like, oh my God, this is something really new. I did not know that at the age of 25, 26, I will be meeting the Prime Minister of India. I did not imagine that in my life. So if these things are happening with me, how can I not see it, right? I think I'm very blessed, and I always tell this, I will not take this for granted. I will do everything in my capacity to keep doing what I'm supposed to do.
అసలు ఈ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ మీటింగ్ దట్ హెస్ రియల్లీ షాక్డ్ ద
I
ఎంటైర్
was also shocked. When I got the email, I thought it was a prank. I did not think it was real. When they invited me for lunch, the response that I
ఎందుకు
gave
పిలిచారండి
was...
మిమ్మల్ని లంచ్ కి?
So, um,
మీరు ఏమి అచీవ్
Prime
చేశారు?
Minister of Vietnam was coming to India.
Okay.
And I am very famous in Vietnam because of Chinari Peli Kutru. Because of Chinari Peli Kutru, I am famous everywhere. and that Prime Minister was coming, and our Prime Minister invited 52 people from our country for the meet and greet lunch. Now there were people from Prasar Bharati, the CEOs and the steel company, some other politician, like all people 60 plus. And I was like, when I got the mail, I literally looked at it and I replied, I can't come to Delhi all the way for just one lunch. This is what my reply was.
ఓ
And I told my father, and my father was like, please check the email. If it is actual, like a Ministry of External Affairs, or if it is like a fake thing, just check that. It was a real email. And I immediately made the call to somebody who was in touch with me from the Ministry
In
of
charge of it.
External Affairs. I spoke to them and I was like, I am so sorry, I didn't know this was real. I will come. And I went there. Like I said, 52 of us, completely like a very formal setup. We were made to stand in a room in a queue. Everybody was introduced one by one to the Prime Minister of Vietnam and India. And while that was happening, everybody was getting introduced. Everyone, and all of them were like really big names. When the Prime Minister of Vietnam came to me, the first thing that he said, because I did namaste, the first thing he said was, you don't need to introduce yourself. We know who you are. And I was lost. I was like, I am done. I have achieved everything in life now.
you're last.
Yeah, and the minute he said that, I looked at Modi ji and I just said Jai Shri Krishna, because I'm also from Gujarat. And I received a lovely reaction from him. He also was like Jai Shri Krishna. He was very happy to see that I greeted him in the way we
In
usually
the way
do.
you people normally.
Yeah, and right after that we went for a lunch, and there was somebody, I think from Prasar Bharati, somebody very known. He asked me that, how are you feeling being the youngest in the room? And I
Who
said,
asked you?
Somebody from
Somebody
Prasar,
asked you, okay.
from Prasar Bharati.
Okay.
He asked me, how do you feel being the youngest in the room? I said, I don't know what to say. Because I was wearing a sari, like a proper schoolgirl, like some event is happening. I had no idea what it was. And, once I, showed those pictures to my family and everybody around me, they finally kind of understood that what it means to be me in that position, or during that lunch. Because I was not just representing Hindi television or Telugu films or anything. I was representing entertainment as a whole. There was
Indian
nobody,
entertainment.
yeah, and there was nobody else from any other industry, no producer, nobody. It was just
No other
me.
heroine.
Nobody.
No other hero.
No producer, nobody at all.
Only Avika Gor.
Yeah. And I was also shocked. I was also like really? Like, what is going on? It all felt like a dream. Even when I came back, My father came to pick me, by the way, after the thing. We were in Delhi, in the Hyderabad house. He came, literally, he made a video of me because I was like, what is going on? And he was also smiling. And that day I realized that, like I said, there is no need for me to be in the chase. There is no need for me to complain about, but this is the film I want. But this is what I want. Like, why
అలాగే
am I
ఎప్పుడు
not getting
కదా అలాగ
this?
అనిపించలేదు ఇప్పుడు మీకు సినిమాలు చూసినప్పుడు అరే ఇది నేను చేస్తుండే బాగుండేది, మనం చేయలేదు ఇది, ఇలాంటి క్యారెక్టర్ చేస్తే బాగుండేది?
Never.
నెవర్ ఎవర్.
Who would have thought that I will change the history of Indian television at 8 years old? Who would have thought, right? I think I'm living in so much gratitude that what is coming to me, I feel like there is a reason it has come to me.
Yes, you were telling the same thing. Yes, of course.
Right? If there is a reason for me to be a part of this, and who would have thought that at the age of 24 I'll be like, okay, I have a brain, let me use it and become a producer? Who would have thought? I wasn't planned. None of this was planned. So I have never looked at my career thinking that, if this would have happened, things would have been different. What more can I ask for? Like, there is so much anyway. I will be more greedy and selfish if I keep asking for more, right?
Of course.
I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm going to Kazakhstan and doing 2 films there and coming back, I am also equally shocked that how are these things happening to me? Who would have thought I'll be a part of a Kazakhstan film? But I am.
కజకిస్తాన్ లో చేశారా? ఇది వాళ్ళ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఫిల్మా? ఓ,
Exactly, right? So then why will I complain about one film not happening? So I think everything in
వెరీ
my life has been...
మ్యాజికల్ ట్రాజెక్టరీ.
I think everything in my life has been somebody somewhere really praying for me. This is not normal. I know it. People who have loved me over the years, my audiences, have really prayed for me. Otherwise, these things don't happen. These are not normal things to happen.
కానీ ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఓకే, మీకు ఇన్విటేషన్ వియత్నాం గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి వచ్చిందా, ఇండియన్ గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి? ఇండియన్ నుంచి వచ్చిందా?
Ministry of External Affairs.
ఓ, మీరు వాళ్ళు మీకు ఎలా మిమ్మల్ని స్పాట్ చేశారు? అసలు వియత్నాంలో మీరు ఫేమస్, ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ ఏమో మీరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకోనక్కర్లేదు, వీ నో యూ అని చెప్పాడు.
Yes.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఎవరు? ఎందుకంటే ఇండియాలో అంత ఈజీగా జస్ట్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ హేమమాలిని, యు ఆర్ నాట్ జయబాధురి, యు ఆర్ నాట్ శ్రీదేవి.
But I'm Avika, no. I'm so glad that people are not seeing me as the next this or the next that. People are seeing my journey. People are, the audiences, specifically the people who are following my work since so many years. There are people who come up to me just to tell me one thing, and those things would be like, when we used to watch your show, we all family members used to sit together and watch. And since then, every movie that releases of yours, our family lives in different cities. But if your film is released, we all make a plan to sit together and watch. This is our family time. Which actress has that level of connect with the audience, where they feel like if it is me, they all have to come together? It does not happen. This is all rare. And I feel like this was my responsibility because, see, at the end of the day, because I've been in front of people since so many years, they know inside or out of me, like they know everything about me. Hence, I chose national television to get married, right? Because those people who... See, there are so many marriages that happen. Actresses get married, they put Instagram post and that's about it. People see it on social media, it's in the news, great.
Of course.
It all happens, it's very normal.
It's very normal.
Yeah.
Not weird, it is normal.
It is normal. And for me, it was very important to reach out to those village people or those people who are not on Instagram, who are not reading news, but they still have that TV channel where they used to watch Chinari Peli go through, and they saw me get married on the exact same channel. That was my intention. And they were a part of my celebration. So I am also very consciously taking steps in my life which are very difficult.
మీరు అదే కరెక్ట్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఆపారు. అంటే మీవన్నీ కూడా చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా అయిపోతున్నాయి అనిపించింది కదా. 7 yearsకే బాలిక వధు, ఇంక అక్కడి నుంచి ఇంకోటి, అన్ని అలా 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 అలా
I was
మ్యారేజ్
15 when I did Uyala Jampala.
ఉయ్యాల జంపాల మ్యారేజ్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ వియత్నాము
Too much.
మీట్ అండ్ గ్రీట్
All dreams came true already.
కాదు
Now
అన్ని
what?
స్పీడ్ గా అయిపోతున్నాయి అనిపించట్లేదా మీకు
I think
ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకంటే నార్మల్గా
that's a very good question, because now when people ask me what is your dream role, I genuinely don't have an answer, because hashtag bro, Uyala Jampala, these are dream roles. Like, if you get a character like that, this is all you need, and I've done that. So I always feel like, what's next for me? Like, I got married on national television. Who would have thought? Again, created a history. Yeah, because I've been creating history since childhood. What more history can I create? I'm always looking at things that are coming to me as, how would this be like crazy? Because everything that has happened in my life is not normal. I know it. And it's all crazy. It all feels like a movie, right? Who would have thought that a girl from Mumbai who has no idea how Rajasthani language has been spoken is casted for a Rajasthani character for Balika Vadhu? New channel, new producer. Nobody knew it will work or it will not work, but it worked. Then happened Uyala Jampala. Who would have thought? I never wanted to do films, and that too specifically Telugu. Happened, right? So these are all unplanned things that happen in life, and with me, I think I have been
మీది
blessed.
మ్యారేజ్ లవ్ మ్యారేజ్ అండి
marriage.
కన్వెన్షనల్
No, love marriage happened, and we know each other since like 7 years, and proper love marriage. But our families, I think within 6 months, my mom was like, "You're getting married to this guy." So she was very sure. So parents understand before you do, I believe, and they understood that we are going to get married.
ఓకే
Yeah.
నో రిగ్రెట్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ మ్యారేజ్
Why?
ఇన్ దిస్ సెన్స్
No.
ఆర్ కంప్లీట్లీ కంఫర్టబుల్
Absolutely.
because why I asked this question is there is nothing to get shocked, because lot of love marriages today, no, they roam about 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, then they marry. Ab last lo fat money, no, katif, no.
No. I think we are. I understand where you're coming from, but even that I am a Gen Z, I still am not a Gen Z. I'm very old school. I believe in love letters. I believe in
పతియే
things which are
పతియే
old school.
దైవము no
He should believe that I am the
భార్యే
Lakshmi.
దైవము
I am Lakshmi. No, I think we both should.
ఇద్దరు
At the
ఒకరికొకరు
end of the day.
ఒకరికొకరు దైవాలు.
Correct. And I think I have looked up to my parents. He has looked up to his parents, and that is the understanding of love according to us.
Yes, of course.
And we really, really respect each other, and we both want each other to grow in life. He is that one person who understands everything about me that even I don't understand. I am shocked sometimes. How did he figure out? So I needed somebody that mature in life, who would not just understand my career and my profession, but me. He likes me and he loves me because of who I am, not because of what work I have done. So I think when we started to date, we made it very clear that our lives are very different. He's a corporate guy, senior product manager at Agoda, used to work from IIM Ahmedabad, used to work in Bangalore, then now is in Bangkok. Our lives are very different. I also live in Bangkok. Whenever I'm working, I come to India. Very different life. But there is this understanding of, for his career, for him to live in Bangkok makes more sense because that is his growth. Great.
You live in India for your growth.
Yeah, but I live there. I
You
come.
live in Bangkok and you come here for the work.
For work. As soon as my work is done, I go back home.
You're Bangkok.
So I think we have balanced our life professionally, personally in a way that we are in sync.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
we are very, very mature that way, because I think in the day and age that we are in with social media and everything, it tends to get very superficial. Like even the relationships, people want to post only the good things about it. like we romanticize a lot of films and how love should look like, and we do all of that. Like my generation does that, and I think we both are beyond that. I think we don't let these things bother us too much.
Good, really good, really good. And whoever watches this session will also pick up few points from this.
hope.
That's good. And because you're a traditional girl from Gujarati background, hey Krishna, hey Madhava, hey Madhusudana, culture is yours, right?
Yeah.
And Narendra Modi is such a powerful prime minister across the world today. మీకు రాజకీయాల వైపు వెళ్దాం, బీజేపీలోకి వెళ్దాం, ఒక మినిస్టర్ అవుదాం, స్మృతి ఇరానీ లాగా మీరు కూడా
See,
పార్లమెంట్ లో నిలబడి.
I have never said no to anything which is what do you call, which is surprising to me, and I won't be surprised if someday I decide to do something like this, because at the end of the day I have never been able to predict where my career goes or what I do. I have never been able to do that. Every time I feel that this movie is going to like make 50 crores, it doesn't. And every time I feel that this is very bad movie, it works. I have never been able to understand what works, what doesn't work. So now I have stopped thinking about it.
హియర్ స్టాప్ ఫర్ ఎ వైల్. ఇప్పుడు ఇదే పాయింట్ మీద నేను అడుగుతాను, అగ్లీ స్టోరీ ఏంటి?
So Ugly Story is a movie which is showing the mirror to the society, and very much honestly a lot of people avoid seeing that mirror. Nobody wants to see. There are a lot of people suffering, there are a lot of people going through something. Everything happens behind the closed doors. We don't know how a nice man here is behaving with the wife inside.
In a rude way.
We don't know. So this movie shows that mirror brutally and honestly. When I watched it, I felt very uncomfortable. I felt like it is so sad that somewhere somebody is going through this, and it is that reality check that is important. Same goes with Chinnari Peli Kutru, child marriage, very sensitive topic. When I was shooting for Chinnari Peli Kutru, had no idea that it happens still. According to me, it was history.
Yes.
According to me, child marriage used to happen. Raja Ram Mohan Roy opposed it. Maybe it stopped. That was my story. But when I shot for it, I went to Rajasthan, I went to villages when we were promoting. I saw the reality is when I got the shock of my life that this is something that is still happening. Like even after Balika Vadu, I'm not saying things stopped. They still happen. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it should not, but it still happens. Similarly, Ugly Story is that mirror to the society. After shooting for it, realized that it is important for people to see that mirror, because as much as I felt uncomfortable while seeing those scenes and everything.
You watched the film?
Yeah, I watched the film
completely.
And I honestly think it's Nandu's best performance. It is technically one of the very strong film. Director making a debut with a bold subject like that needs some level of courage. This is not easy. So as a project, this is a very like a solid project, I would say. But when it comes to audiences, they should be prepared for what they are going for. It is not an easy film. You will feel the discomfort. We want you to feel the discomfort. We want you to hate Karthik. We want you to feel sorry for Neha. We want you to feel these emotions. Hence, the ending will make sense. When you watch the ending of the film, you will come out with that satisfaction of, if this is the reality, then this solution that has happened in the end is also the reality.
Neha వేసేస్తుందా నందుని?
What to say? I think, see, what happens till in
మొన్న
the end.
గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ అని సినిమా వచ్చింది.
I loved it. What a movie. There are again mixed reviews for that also, right?
Of course. I personally spoke soon after I came out of the theater about the film. The whole family should watch this.
It's very important.
Very important.
I am really looking forward for your review after Ugly Story. It would matter. It would really matter.
అంటే అగ్లీ స్టోరీ అసలు అవికాకి అగ్లీ స్టోరీ అనే టైటిలే సెట్ అవ్వలేదు. నేను అనుకున్నాను అవిక ఉండడం ఏంటి, సినిమా పేరు అగ్లీ స్టోరీ ఏంటి అసలు అనుకున్నా.
Because in the name of love, in the name of I care for her or I love her,
ఐ లివ్ ఫర్ హెర్,
I live for her, these are the statements.
టెంప్లెట్స్.
And in the name of all of this, people are endorsing toxicity, endorsing obsession, endorsing everything that's wrong. And in this story, because it is not a love story, I was very clear when I signed the film. I asked the director very clearly, in the end, if the hero or whoever the character Karthik is, if he ends up making up with Neha and if they live happily ever after, I'm not doing it. Because then it is endorsing toxicity.
రెగ్యులర్ నార్మల్.
No, it's something that we are endorsing in a way that he's beating her, he's raping her, and at the end she's with him. That's wrong. So I don't want to do it.
అయితే అర్థమైంది నాకు, క్లైమాక్స్ లో నేహ నందుగా నేసేస్తుంది.
No. Something else will happen. You will be happy with what happens.
ఓకే.
You'll be
అసలు
really happy.
మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఈ సినిమా చేయడానికి ప్రధానమైన మీకు ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ రష్మిక మందన, టు బి వెరీ ప్రిసైజ్.
Not really.
Then why are you taking so much of time to answer?
No, because I am trying to get more examples, which I'm not finding. So there are a lot of films in the past that I have watched which deal with sensitive. Thappad, Taapsee Pannu's film about domestic violence. Thappad, that was one. Pink, about why saying no is important. Amitabh Bachchan and Taapsee Pannu. So there are films in the past that talk about sensitive topics. Rashmika's film spoke about toxicity in relationships, in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and everything. There also, I don't think there was domestic violence or marital rape or anything. I don't think it was that in the film. But this topic is slightly different. I wouldn't say completely, because at the end of the day, it is something that we are talking about inner demons. We are talking about what level can people go, like the extent of obsession in the name of love. We are talking about that. And in this whole thing, when it comes to my performance or how I have dealt with it, I think when I was performing, every minute, every dialogue or every action that I was doing, I was very, I was genuinely going back home with a very sad feeling, because I literally took it to my heart that whoever is going through this, it's just wrong. Something should happen and this should stop. That was the feeling. And as an actor, I have trained myself over years, you know. After every shot, if I'm emotionally or mentally feeling something, I start scrolling reels. I get back to normal self of mine. I would make joke with my assistant. I would get back to normal. That's me. That's how I have trained myself to come back. Otherwise, I'll keep feeling depressed in my real life also because of the character. So I don't want to do that. But in this film, there were days where I have gone home physically, mentally tired. And that only happens when you really feel or go through something while performing. There were scenes where Karthik is blowing smoke on my face, like standing right here. Very uncomfortable situation to be in. Nobody in my life would dare to do that to me. I would give a tight slap. So I was made to feel what that character would feel. And I know one thing for sure, that whoever watches it will exactly feel disgusted with Karthik, will feel ugly about the whole thing. And that is exactly what the movie is about. We want people to exactly witness what the journey looks like, not just of the girl, but also of the guy, because according to him, it's love. So the balance of showing that why he is justified and why the girl is the correct one here is the whole story. And the screenplay will of course give you both sides of the story. Why he is like that, why he behaves like that, what is his reason to do it, everything is covered. So there is a lot of logic put through everything.
బట్ వాడికి కూడా మీరు లాజిక్ చెప్పి రీజనింగ్ ఇస్తే ఫ్లాట్ అయిపోదా సినిమా?
What? Why do you think I'm so proud of it?
ఓకే,
Because the writing is so smart
వెరీ గుడ్.
and so
సో మీరు
direct.
నాకు ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైపోయింది, మీరు వన్ డే రాజకీయాల్లోకి వచ్చేస్తారు. ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ పాయింట్ మీద గ్యారంటీ.
I will never say never to anything. I don't know. I have never decided
కాదు
anything.
కదా, ఇప్పటికే మీకు ఇన్విటేషన్స్ వచ్చుంటాయి బీజేపీ నుంచి,
No.
రాలేదా? ఓకే.
You don't give ideas. Wait. Too early for me. We'll see. Why not? I mean, at the end of the day, it is,
కాదు,
if
మీకు
it is
పొలిటికల్
something,
అవేర్నెస్ ఉందా? అంటే ఏమవుతున్నది ఇండియాలో, ఏమవుతున్నది అక్కడక్కడ. మన వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్లో మమతా బెనర్జీకి టాప్ లేచిపోయింది,
I
అక్కడ
do
అస్సాం
read.
లేచిపోయింది.
I do read. Absolutely, I read. I'm aware. But I haven't yet formed opinions. And I think the day I form opinions of what I think is right and what I think is wrong, I think that would be the day where I will feel comfortable stepping into something which is more about responsibility. Right now, I'm just reading it like a news, not taking it personally, not feeling the need to step in to do something. And
ఇప్పుడు లేదులేండి, మీరు ఇప్పుడు అదర్వైజ్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ గా ఉన్నారు సినిమాలు.
not being occupied. No. It's not about, see, everybody gets that much time of, if there is a death in the family, everybody gets time to mourn. So if there is something happening in your country which is making you uncomfortable, I have the time to read about it and feel sad about it, no doubt. That time I have. I will not be like, I don't have the time to read anything, I don't know what's going on. That is not the case. But for me to take up the responsibility to do something or even speak about it, like if I have to form an opinion about this is wrong or this is right, I don't think I am ready for it yet. Maybe in a few years I will be. But not
దట్స్
right now.
వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్.
Yeah.
యూఆర్ దేర్. దట్స్ వాట్. నేను మొన్న ఫొటోస్ అవన్నీ చూసినప్పుడు నేను అనుకున్నాను, ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ టేక్ మచ్ టైమ్ ఫర్ అవిక టు ఫారెన్ ఇన్ టు పాలిటిక్స్ అండ్ బికమ్ ఏ మినిస్టర్,
I'll take tips
పార్లమెంట్
from you.
అధ్యక్ష.
Why not?
ఆయన
Maybe first we'll try that in a movie. Let me first do that in a movie so understand how
now
it is.
now you have given an idea of story
है ना?
line
I love it.
to the people.
We'll only make it. No?
We will make it. Good, so good, so good. బట్ ఇంకేం సినిమాలు సైన్ చేశారు మీరు? తెలుగులో ఏమైనా చేశారా?
Yeah, I'm shooting for one film, which is also in Hindi. So both the languages, Telugu and Hindi.
Okay.
Announcement will happen soon, so I'm waiting. But it's a good project. It's a thriller, horror, action.
మీరు గుడ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అని ఎందుకు చెప్పడం? అవిక చేసినదంటేనే అది గుడ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. అదే కదా మీరు ఇన్నాళ్ళు ట్రై చేసింది, అదేగా
I think
మీ కెరీర్ లోని.
I genuinely try, and I want it to be that way because people have that trust. When people talk about my projects to me, I see that spark in their eyes. I see that they saw what I saw in the script, and it really matters. At the end of the day, I have to look back at my work after 5 years and 10 years and feel that, did I do a good job there? Yes, I did. I did a good choice. So I think that is very important to me.
Fantastic. I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so
for
much.
Ugly Story.
Yes, please watch it.
Should turn out into a beautiful story of success. For you, for Nandu, and for the director,
Yes.
for everybody.
I think 22nd of May is going to be very special because the director is debuting with it. It's a
That's
bold film to debut with. He could have easily chosen a rom-com, but he chose this. He's written it himself. I'm extremely proud of the team. The DOP has done a brilliant job. There are scenes where, with the lighting, you will understand the mood of the character. Like, it is not easy to carry that off on a, beginning in your career for the DOP. He's done a brilliant job. The sound design is so good. I think this is one of that project where I genuinely feel proud when I talk about it. Like, I feel like after 10 years also, if I'm talking about this film, it would be one of those things like how I mentioned about Uyala Jampala, like one of the best ones. Ugly Story is going to be in
Ugly
that
Story
list.
గురించి కూడా చెప్తారు మీరు.
Yes.
Good. It should become really a memory
Thank
really
you.
to cherish for all the time to
Thank
come
you
in
so
your
much.
life.
Very
and
kind
career.
of you.
Convey my best wishes to your husband and to your
Done.
father, mother,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank
And
you.
I wish you a great success to the whole crew, cast
you.
and crew
Yes.
of the Ugly Story.
Absolutely.
And I wish best of luck
Thank
to all
you.
of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
ఇది మన అవికా గోరే గారు ప్రయాణం అండ్ నో నో రిగ్రెట్స్ ఆవిడకి లైఫ్. ఎప్పటికప్పుడు అన్నీ ఆవిడంతటి వాళ్ళు ప్రేమిస్తూ పిలుస్తారు, ఎల్లుండి ట్రంప్ పిలుస్తాడు రమ్మని అని, అలాగా ఆవిడకి అనుకోకుండా అయిపోతుంటాయి. కాబట్టి ఇంకా మనం నెక్స్ట్ ఆవిడని మనం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయాల్సింది ఒక పార్లమెంట్లో ఒక మినిస్టర్గా అనమాట. రెడ్ సౌండ్ వేసుకుని కార్లో అంబాసిడర్ అవికా గోర్ గారిని.
Now I'm definitely getting calls after this. 100% I'll get calls.
సో ఇప్పుడైతే రేపు 22వ తారీఖున ఆవిడ యాక్ట్ చేసిన అగ్లీ స్టోరీ నిజంగానే ఆ ట్రైలర్ చూస్తే నాకు కూడా చాలా చాలా ఎమోషనల్గా అనిపించింది. అండ్ అన్ని ఫ్యామిలీసు, యూత్, లేడీసు అందరూ చూడాల్సిన ఒక చాలా సీరియస్ కంటెంట్ అది. ఇట్ ఈస్ మెసేజ్ టు ది సొసైటీ, ఆడపిల్లల లైఫ్లలో ఉన్నాయి. ఇవన్నీ చాలా తెలుసుకోవాల్సినవి ఆ సినిమా ద్వారా చాలా ఉంది. కాబట్టి మీరు అందరూ కూడా 22వ తారీఖున తప్పకుండా థియేటర్స్కి వెళ్ళి లవ్ స్టోరీ సినిమా చూడండి, పెద్ద సక్సెస్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వాచింగ్.
హిట్ టీవీ యాప్, ఇందులో షార్ట్ న్యూస్, లైవ్ న్యూస్, ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ షోస్, మూవీస్, డిజిటల్ మ్యాగజైన్స్ తో పాటు మీ జిల్లా వార్తలను కూడా ఫ్రీగా చూడొచ్చు. ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, వెంటనే హిట్ టీవీ యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఫ్రీగా ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ పొందండి.
హిట్ టీవీ యాప్.
హిట్ టీవీ యాప్.
ప్లీజ్ డౌన్లోడ్ హిట్ టీవీ యాప్.
హిట్ టీవీ యాప్ ని ఫ్రీగా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి.
మీకు నచ్చిన ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ కోసం హిట్ టీవీ యాప్ ని ఫ్రీగా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి.
హిట్ టీవీ యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఆస్వాదించండి, ఆశీర్వదించండి.
ఇంతమంది సెలబ్రిటీలు హిట్ టీవీ యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి అని చెప్తున్నారంటే ఎంత మంచి యాప్ ఆలోచించండి.
అమెరికా 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 అమెరికాలో చదవాలనుకునే వాళ్ళకి విశ్వసనీయమైన పేరు మన శౌర్య కన్సల్టెన్సీ.
UK లో 1 year masters. UK లో 1 year masters. 2 years work permit up to 5 years visa. Contact Saurya Consultancy.
Contact 89851 89851.